Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video of YRM TV. As I mentioned in the last video, 4 a.m. and we're here at the gym. Let's go.
Alright guys, so we are just pulling into the shop. First things first, get the door open, keys put away. I actually have my gym bag and my camera bag in hand. So like always, come over here, just everything down. Turn on my coffee machine, let it brew some coffee, and get to work. Can't forget the most important thing. Clocking in. That way if I don't clock in, I don't get paid. So gotta remember to clock in. Next thing we do, once we are clocked in, have our things set down, is dry off our gym gear. So as you can see, it's pretty sweaty. Definitely works up a sweat. Today I was in there for about an hour and a half. I mean, every day it's about an hour and a half. Just what I usually go. I usually get there for 4:30. Usually out of there for 6. Takes about 20 minutes for me to get to my shop. My closet. I already have my shirts. Gotta choose. Lay out some pants. Let's wear the black ones. Alright, lay everything down. It's not too cold today. I can wear a light North Face sweater. Alright guys, so here it is. This is this morning's setup. This is usually what I do. It's a little late today, or right now, it's 6:42. I'm usually in here by like 6:15, and this is what I'm doing. Having my breakfast. It usually consists of egg white frittatas, protein shake, yogurt, coffee. And then I chug down like 2 water bottles just to make everything flow easy. Alright guys, so I finished up my work. Joey's finally in. I got him started, I got him going. Today was gonna be a little bit different. Today I was actually supposed to be heading down to my buddy's house, my compadre. He lives down in Virginia. If you guys don't know, I'm Mexican. So in our culture, my kid's godfather, my kid's godparents are technically called compadres. So I'm his first daughter's godfather. He's my first daughter's godfather. So we're really tight. We're really good friends. We were supposed to be driving down another cousin of mine, but it didn't work out. My cousin's actually sick, so it is what it is. So I have to work. We're here. I was able to get some jobs lined up. We have a couple service calls to do. We ultimately will be coming back here to the shop and working on organizing, cleaning, and I actually also wanted to add some outlets and add an exterior light just because it's a little dark. So, like I said, not the most usual video. I wanted to have something fun lined up for you guys, but at least it's something. So like I said, breakfast is all set. Just had my breakfast. I finished some paperwork, checked my emails. Just pretty much I'm here in my office and pretty much just got the day situated. I made a materials list and we're ready to go. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, change, because this is my gym gear. I'm gonna go change and we should be on our way. Alrighty. So I am fully dressed. Putting my lunchbox in the back. We probably will be back to the shop in time for lunch, but either way, Joey's ready to go. Let's go. Damn, Joey, you're looking good. All right, guys, so we are just pulling into the job. The customer called me saying that they have no heat. It's an oil-fired boiler. We were actually on here a couple weeks ago. We fixed one of the problems, but it's just a boiler that's getting old. Number one. Number two, the homeowner actually started doing work on it. I personally never recommend the homeowner to get into the boiler because they can usually tend to mess things up. But here we go. Alrighty guys, so we are finishing up with our first service call. As I mentioned before, we were here a couple weeks ago It has nothing to do with what we did. It's just one of the zone valves. This house is split into 4 separate zones. One of the zone valves is no good, so we made the suggestion to replace it. I'm going to be providing an estimate for the customer to replace, do the work, and you know, we'll be back in no time to get them. It is running, so we can't say get him up and running, but get him up and running the right way. Beautiful country roads. Look at that, Joey. We are in Madison. Well, we're actually entering Killingworth now, but we are in Madison. The service call was in Madison. We actually didn't get any video there. Reason being is because I was actually talking to the homeowner. We were in their house, and I just didn't want to make them feel awkward. So no video there, but we were able to diagnose and, you know, give them some options. Alrighty, guys. So we are just pulling into the second service call. I thought we were gonna have a total of 3 service calls, only 2 for today. The third one, the customer's not available, so we're just gonna have to finish this one up and then call it an early day, head back to the shop and get working on some organization / adding some electrical outlets. We're here, we're in Wallingford. We're actually working at one of the local businesses, good friends of mine. They own a couple liquor stores, a couple restaurants, a couple gas stations. They do a little bit of everything. Great people, great customers. Nothing but good vibes from them. Let me show you guys where we're going. We're working on a forced air furnace, natural gas forced air furnace. It's actually suspended up in the space between in the space above the drop ceiling. So it's a little bit hard to get into, but nothing we can't handle. All right, so I actually had my helper Joey actually already start setting up the job. He's in there with the tools. He got the ladder, he got the parts. He's starting to remove. This is the business. If you guys are from Wallingford or from the area, you know very well where this is located. What do you need?
The angle bit, please.
Angle bit. Alrighty. Alright, guys, so we are just finishing up. Well, I should say Joel's just finishing up. Putting on the cover. This was an inducer fan motor that needs to be replaced. We actually came out here, I want to say a couple days ago, diagnosed the problem, got the part ordered, and this is us coming back to install the part and just test, make sure everything's working. The temperature was actually 50 degrees. It's a smaller number. Set to 73. It was 47 when we came in here. So it's working. It's going to take a little while for it to get up to temperature, but we are good to go. We just got to clean up and call it a day here. All right, guys. So we're loaded up. My helper Joey's in training, so making him do all the work. All right, we are loaded up. Well, Joey's loading up. I just spoke to the manager, or the employee, I should say. I think the manager's off on vacation. Let him know he's good to go. I'll get in touch with the owners, coordinate building, and we should be all set. I'll see you guys back at the shop. All right, guys. Sorry it took us a little longer. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's not like you guys know what time it is and are timing us, but I had to make a couple stops. We actually got an oil change for the truck, and I stopped by my favorite tobacco shop. As I mentioned in the last video, I'm an avid cigar smoker. I like to indulge, so I bought a couple cigars for tonight. I'm actually hosting a little poker night at my shop. Got some friends coming over. We are here at Home Depot picking up some material for this job that we're doing at the shop. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we got what we needed. Just needed an electrical fitting and a junction box for the additional light. We are good to go. We have 2 more stops. Joey's gonna be picking up some lunch. And what else did we say, Joe?
Gas.
And gas. We're gonna go get some gas for the truck. We'll be back at the shop around 12:30. It is, I don't know if I mentioned this morning. It is Friday, January 31st. It is about 11:50 in the morning. All right, guys, so we are back at the shop. It is currently 12:14. Like I mentioned before, Joey just picked up some lunch. So we're gonna actually sit down and have lunch. Believe it or not, this is the second time we've had lunch at the shop. The first time was when we were remodeling, and this is the going to be the second time. So we're just gonna take some lunch, and then we're just gonna get back to work. We're gonna continue organizing, and then get started on the electrical project. Electrical is gonna go right here on these shelves. That way, it's easy for us to just kind of plug everything. There's electricals outlets on the on that wall, but they're actually covered by all the stuff I put in there. So I need to do something about it. Alrighty, everybody. So we just finished lunch. My helper Joey's getting started moving everything out of our way so we can get started on this electrical job. He's got the ladders moved. He's got a bunch of stuff that was hanging moved. He's gonna be mounting a 4x4 junction box with 4 outlets there. One here, and then one here. And we're gonna be tying it back into the breaker panel right there. All right, meanwhile, your boy is gonna be adding another light. I have a thing where I kind of like everything to be very illuminated. So I have a light there, but I'm looking to put one somewhere right here. So I'm gonna get started. Alrighty. All right, guys, so fortunately I forgot a fitting. I have to run back out and get the fitting from Home Depot. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. So I actually prefabbed what's gonna be going out there. This is a 1/2-inch PVC conduit with a metal junction box, and that is the mounting plate for this light. This light's gonna go onto that plate. Excuse me, Joey. This is gonna go above like that. And we're just gonna mount it and fasten the conduit, the PVC conduit. But like I said, I forgot the freaking fitting, so I gotta go to Home Depot, pick that up. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm back to the shop. Home Depot's literally right down the street from me. It's only like 10 minutes away. This is what I was missing. Now, it doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever you're missing, you're missing. You can't do anything about it. The biggest problem for me going to Home Depot, I'm leaving with brand new tool. I was actually working on cutting the PVC, and my PVC cutter broke, so I had to use the other PVC cutter. I have like 18 of every single tool, so it's a hobby of mine. Don't go see what el compa Joey is doing. Atom boy, atom boy. As you can see here, he's got the boxes all mounted up. 4 outlets there, 4 outlets there, 4 outlets there. Let's get it. All right, guys. So here we are. We already have everything ran to there. The light's pretty much already mounted up there. Now, I'm using my Milwaukee laser, as you guys can see. Pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that green line goes all the way up. That's how I'm able to get a nice, perfect, straight.
Alrighty, guys. Well, here you can see Joel going to town, running the wire. He has already mounted the boxes. Right now he is clamping down the wire. We are using 12 gauge MC cable. We are clamping everything down using 3/8 clamps. Everything's up to code, even though this is just temporary. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I like to do things the right way. Like I mentioned before, we are using 3 4x4 extended deep junction boxes, and each box is going to get 2 sets of 20 amp heavy duty outlets. This is my helper Joel's first time doing electrical, so I'm actually letting him do most of the work. I just want him to learn. I want him to get some training and make sure he learns to do things the right way. So as you can see, he's kind of just taking care of the job. I'm just over towards the back, away from the camera, just kind of giving instructions, actually doing paperwork. In this take, you can actually see me going to town on the breaker. He wasn't too comfortable, and I wasn't too comfortable letting him do something that he's not comfortable with. So I tied everything into the breaker panel. As you can see, there's not a lot of circuits, so it's pretty easy. I didn't have to go through much cables. Right here, Joel's working on the last junction box. He's working on the last 2 sets of outlets. He goes and ties them all in, and he ends up taping the outlets just because it's everything's metal. I just don't want anything to be touching. Just to help move things along, I have already started cleaning. I will also be starting to move everything back into place, reorganize a little bit just because we had a bunch of things kind of hanging. So in order for them to be away and not covering the outlets, I kind of had to reorganize a little bit.
Alrighty, friends, we are all set. Just finished up. That's one outlet there. You can see the wire traveling. Another set of outlets right there. Wire travels. Last set of outlets. Well, and if you start this way, it's actually the first. Wire goes into the breaker panel. Got a full 200 amp circuit breaker panel. These 3 boxes are actually on a 20 amp circuit, so it's more than enough just in case I ever have to plug in a compressor, or actually another compressor. Actually, when we were doing work, we got this delivery, some material for next week's jobs. So that is it. Joey, say goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. Alrighty, guys, so that's it for this day's episode. It is Friday, January 31st. Like I said earlier, I mentioned I picked up some cigars. So we're gonna go ahead and sit back and enjoy. You guys have a good one. I will see you on the next one.